everybody, it's Dana Sullivan, the Stampin' Chick, here for, what is this, day 6 of the 13 days of Halloween treats. Hello, how are you today? I hope that you're all doing well. This is Tuesday, Tuesday, October the 12th. This month is flying by, so I'm a little off my game for sure. I've been busy, and the days are just flying by. All right, so today is the 6th day of the 13 days of Halloween treats. We are basically halfway through, and I hope that you guys have been enjoying the projects because they're so cute, lots of fun, and of course, filling yummy treats. So today's project is going to be this super sweet Trident gum package holder. So it holds a full-size package of Trident gum, and it's a lot of fun, very simple and easy to make the box. And then the designer series paper is so much fun. We're using the cute Halloween paper like we've been using for all of our projects, and we are using the cutest Halloween stamp set. We're doing the little kitty cats this time. I thought, you know what, we've not used the cats before, so it's time to use the cats. And I'm also going to be using the punch because I don't know if you noticed that this kitty cat makes a perfect little half circle cut. And since we no longer have circle punches, I needed to get creative with regard to that little notch right there. So I'm using the little cat punch. So I'm going to show you how to do that. And okay. So, as is true for all of the other projects, I will have the measurements, the supply list, as well as this template over on my blog later on this evening. And so you can find it over there. You can print this out. You don't have to worry about writing down measurements or anything. You can check them out all over on my blog, okay? All right, so this is a 5.5 by 5.5 inch piece of pumpkin pie cardstock. So let me just move this out of the way. This is 5.5 by 5.5, and there we go. That can sit right up there, can't it? Okay. Pumpkin pie, 5.5 by 5.5. I will show you the scoring marks here in just a moment. We're also going to use a piece of basic black cardstock that measures 3 1/4 by 1 7/8, and then a piece of the designer series paper that measures 3 inches by 1 5/8. So as you can imagine, that's going to layer just like that. Then I have the second smallest layering circles scalloped die cut out of pumpkin pie, and the second smallest straight circle die cut out of basic white. And then this tiny little scrap is 2 inches, I believe 2 inches, yes, by 3/8 of an inch. So it's a little bit on the narrow side, but we want this to be fitted to the size of our sentiment right there, okay? All right, I'm also going to be using some of that fabulous gingham ribbon that I've been using. We'll embellish with our cute stars adhesive back sequins. And then I'm going to use pumpkin pie and memento black inks. All right. So with that being said, let me move all of this stuff out of the way. Bring in my simply scored board. I think that's pretty good right there. And of course, my stylus. All right. Now, as you can see on the template here, we'll start out by doing 1/2 inch, 2 5/8 inch, 3 1/8 inch, and then 5 1/4 inch. Now that is going to be our little strip that we attach things to, so just to bear that in mind. All right, now we're going to turn the paper one time. We're going to score at 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 4 1/2 inches, and 5 inches. Now you probably noticed that this side and this side are the same measurements, and you are correct. Okay, now we're going to put this out of the way because we don't need it anymore. And I'm going to do a bit of cutting, okay? So I'm going to start on the edge where we have that little 1/4 inch flap, okay? So that's going to be our flap edge. I'm going to miter this big long rectangle right here. I'll miter into the rectangle, and then I'm going to cut both of these 2 little rectangles off the end. Okay, just like that. I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Okay, just like that. Now you have a set of rectangles, a set of squares, a set of rectangles, and a set of squares, okay? So what I want you to do is I want you to cut off the rectangles that are nearest the tab. So we're going to go ahead and just cut right along this edge. And then cut those rectangles off, okay? And then yes, we will do the same thing on the other side. So cut into between the rectangles and the squares, and cut along that cut line, or that score line, up to that next edge. Okay, so now we have something that looks like this. All right, now we're going to make these squares on either side into tabs. So we're going to cut on either side of our rectangle here. And we're just going to cut those first squares off and then miter the leftover square. And then we'll miter the rectangle. And then do the same thing on this end. So we're going to miter the rectangle. We're going to cut off that square. And then miter the last square. So now you end up with this. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so I'm going to cut on either side of the rectangle. I can go ahead and miter it while I'm doing it. Okay, and then cut off the first square. And then miter the remaining square. All right, so now you have something that looks like that. Okay, now we need to bring our bone folder in, and we need to burnish all of our lines because we're dealing with a box, and whenever you're making a box, it's really important to burnish those lines so that you get a nice, clean, crisp edge. There we go. Okay. All right. And then the 2 little tabs just to make it easier to fold them in. Okay, now we have all of our cutting and scoring done. Now we'll be able to assemble our box, and this is really, really easy. We're going to put some adhesive along this little strip and then close it over, and then from there you'll be able to see very easily how this box is, right? Okay, so let me just get some liquid glue. I need to remember this is a fresh new bottle, so be careful not to squeeze. All right. Now I'm able to fold after the first big rectangle over to the center, and then I can fold that other flap over, and it makes it really easy to line up my panels. Okay, so we'll give it a nice burnish and then fold it over the other direction and burnish it the other way. All right, okay. And as I say that, I should have punched my hole first, and I didn't. And I can't do it now. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, this one is not going to have a hole. So what you wanted to do was punch that hole on one of the sides that you cut the rectangles from before you glued it over. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, that's all right. You don't have to have it, but it is nice to have a little opening there. It's okay. We'll carry on anyway. All right, I have my black piece, my DSP, scalloped circle, white circle, and my sentiment strip. Okay, I'm gonna take the black ink first, and of course, because we're using photopolymer stamps, I'm bringing in my Pierce mat. Let me grab my stamps there. Okay, and the Memento ink right here, and we're going to stamp the outline of the cat's face first. All right, so we'll just right there. And then I need a little scrap behind me because I'm gonna stamp the filled in version of his face, but I don't want it to be full strength. I only want it to be just a light orange. Okay. There we go. Now I can get rid of the orange. I won't be using it again. And I'm going to go back to the black with his face. This has got his little eyes and his whiskers. And I want to stamp that on just like that. And then the little points here, those are his ears. So cute. Okay, so we'll line that up here. See if we can. Yeah, there we go. All right, now our kitty is done. And bring over our sentiment. Tap, 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 not smush, smush, smush. And I'm gonna stamp it right in the middle. Now you will notice that there's a little bit of space on either side of the sentiment. You want that because on one side we're going to dovetail the ends. Okay, so normally how I do that is I'll snip right up the center, or relatively thereabouts, and then I'll go from each edge, corner to point, corner to point. Okay, so you end up with something like this. Now you could dovetail the other side if you wanted to as well, but I'm not going to. Okay, now then, let's take our Stampin' Seal and we'll attach the kitty's face to the pumpkin pie layer. There. And then we're going to attach our DSP layer to the black layer. Get off me, glue. Okay. There we go. All right. Now, before I attach anything to the base, I need to tie a bow around this piece. And I'm guessing it's about 10 inches. I actually measured earlier, so I'm not really guessing, but I tie it directly from the spool so I don't waste any. So mine may actually be more like 9.5, but 10 inches will be enough for you to tie, especially if you have troubles getting your knots underhanded there. Okay. All right. So now that I've got that, I like it. It's good. I'm going to trim my ends. They fray pretty quickly. I wonder what this ribbon would look like with the ends frayed. Maybe that's my next project. We shall see. All right. While we're doing this, folks, if you like what you're seeing, give it a thumbs up. And if you don't mind to share my video, I would love for you to share it with your friends and help me spread the word about the 13 days of Halloween treats. I'm sure that everyone else would love to see fun and exciting ideas to do for Halloween treats as well. All right, now that I've got my black Stampin' dimensionals, and I'm using the mini ones on the back side of my panel here. Make sure it's right side up. Just gonna stick it right on down there. And then I'm gonna put some dimensionals on the back side of my circle as well. I love dimensionals, and I especially love these little black ones. They are fabulous. I love that you can get 2 sheets of the small and 2 sheets of the large in each pack. It's really nice. All right, so we're gonna put our little kitty cat right there, and then we're gonna put our sentiment piece on dimensionals as well. And I'm gonna let it hang off the edge a little bit. So I wanna make sure that my dimensionals are closer to the right-hand side so that they don't hang off. Okay. All right, now we're gonna lift this up just a little. Treat yourself. Super, super cute. Okay, that's good. All right, now the only thing we have left to do. Oh, hey there, how are ya? Oh, hey, look, YouTube's letting me see my comments. Oh, Carol, what do you mean you're only just now hearing of this? I've been doing this for a week. You've been sick, so you don't know. I'm on Monday through Friday, YouTube Live, showing 13 treats of Halloween, and or 13 days of Halloween treats, however. And every day I'm coming on here with a new fun and fabulous treat holder, which I will show all of the others here in just a moment, okay? So I will go back and show all of them. All right, I've put my little sequin stars on, and now I'm going to put my Trident pack in there, and you can see that thing fits like a glove. All right, there we go. And then there is that super sweet little treat holder. Isn't that fun? This is really, really cute. I am in love with it. And remember, as I said, I'll have the template and the measurements and everything, as well as the supply list, over on my blog. So you'll be able to see and order them from there. And let's go back and take a look at the other day's project, shall we? Okay. Yesterday was this fun little treat. It was a popcorn belly band wrap treat holder. Super fun. And then I had the cute little pencil holder. I love that little ghost. Hey boo, isn't that cute? And then I believe day 3 was the Kit Kat holder. This one was a lot of fun. This piece wraps around the Kit Kat, and then it has a belly band that holds it all together. So you can see this one's more of just a folding type of treat holder. Very cute. And then Obviously, I'm not a singer. Okay, and then there is the caramel apple lollipop holder. Let me get my ribbon untucked here. There we go. This one is one of Tinker Tom's favorite snacks. He loves the caramel apple pops when they come out for Halloween, so I always have to get some for him. And then day one is this fun little Reese's Take 5 treat holder. So super awesome. I actually did all of my household's favorite treats in treat holder form. So this one is mine, this one is Matthew's, and this one is Hannah's. She loves the Kit Kats. All right, friends, there you have it. Oops, hold on, we need that one back. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Very nice. 6 days of Halloween treats so far. I will be back again tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for a Case It Wednesday Halloween treat holder. So you want to make sure that you come back for that one so you can see what treat holder it is that I'm going to be casing from the catalog. And we'll continue right along. So that will be day 7. And then the next day I'll be live again with another original design for day 8. So thank you guys so very much for hanging out with me this evening. Don't forget that you can head over to thestampinchick.com to see all of the projects as well as the tutorials. I'll have the links down in the video description below. And I will see you guys this time again tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. All right, friends. I hope you have a wonderful evening. And until next time, bye for now.